I think right now the main thing that I really struggle with is dreaming big. And the problem with that is when you don't dream big, you kind of don't put yourself in an unrealistic state of mind. And it's a little bit delusional to think like, hey, I'm destined to have whatever it is that I want, this dream life that I have been seeking for myself for so long. But the thing is, you have to actually be delusional and be unrealistic in order to eventually get there. And I'm not where I want to be, obviously, but it's a reoccurring thing that I hear over and over and over from people who are where they want to be in life and have achieved great things and started from very difficult beginnings, rough beginnings, and have a just a difficult path that they're willing to share and people can relate to, whether it resonates with them or it's completely different, something they can't really relate to. Either way, the people who have made it and are in a position where, hey, they have enough eyes and ears, they know what it takes. They knew what it took to get them to where they are. And they were delusional, they were unrealistic, they dreamed big and big and big. That's something I struggle with, not dreaming big enough consistently on a consistent basis, because it's one thing to actually dream big and be hopeful and optimistic and have this vision for yourself that you feel like God planted in you and it's made for you, the path that is going to get you to where you want to go in life and have all the things that you need, right? But for me, the problem is just not doing that on a consistent basis, using like my current life, what I have around me, and kind of just being content. Or like something I always struggle with was like the bare minimum, doing the bare minimum just to get by, and thinking like, if I just do that, it's got me to this point, so I can kind of just like somewhat do that and cut corners or whatever bullshit and not work as hard as I need to. Because one thing is when you work hard and you don't see the results, you feel like working hard is pointless. But you do have to work, you do have to put in some work. But just because you work really hard doesn't mean you're gonna get there, and just because you don't work as hard as the next person doesn't mean you're gonna be where they are in life. It's it's very telling to see who gets where and gets what they want in this life by associating hard work with, I guess, the results. But that's not really the main point. The main point is more so dreaming big and doing that on a consistent basis over and over and over, many times throughout the day, each and every day, throughout the week, every week. And I know I need to do it more. I know it's something that sometimes I feel like it's easy to do, and other days it's not as easy because I'm not intentional. If I was intentional about dreaming big the same way I'm intentional about serving a good meal for myself, the same way I'm intentional about something as simple as like, food or water, hydrating my body or getting rest, getting sun, working out. If I was intentional about those things the same way I should be intentional about, dreaming big, like making money, if I'm intentional about that, creating content, well, why don't I just be intentional about dreaming big? And then the thing is, once you dream big, you absorb that feeling. We all have this vision. We all are able to come up with this feeling or live in the moment, even though we haven't experienced it in real time or in the past. It's something that we see in our future, but we can kind of come up with that feeling. And that's something I need to do consistently on a constant basis, right? And I'm going to continue to do that, right? The problem is being intentional about it. So for you, if you struggle with that, dreaming big, be intentional about it the same way you would drinking water, making money, getting rest, everything, anything and everything. And the last thing I want to leave with is once you dream big, you cannot just like hold on to that like near and dear to your heart as much as you may think you should. Just let it go. Like that's everything I'm hearing from. This is none of this is like original. This is all information that I get from online and doing a little bit of research and hearing this person's story and listening to them share. Like you let go of that feeling, you release it, but you're not content with the life that you have right now. Now you're just like, bro, I'm destined for that life. I'm worthy enough for it. God put that vision inside my body, inside my brain, for me to know that I can achieve that. You don't know how, but you're gonna do it. So you just do it. But you let go of that feeling. If it doesn't work, if it doesn't happen, oh well, so be it. You're not attached to the result. You do the work. That's what I'm saying. Like you focus on the inputs, and eventually, you put in so much work to the point to where you have no choice but to inevitably be successful and have the dream life that you want because you dreamed so much and you continue to work. You did everything that you needed to do each and every day, and now nothing is stopping you from achieving and accomplishing anything and everything that you set out to do.